Julfer 9211 coming at you with another live video. This video is a Master Duel. There was a new subscriber that requested some content. Well, actually, that's kind of don't know. It is true. I'm confusing him for somebody else, but uh, thanks to the subscribers, there is a list. I'm gonna be making a video later on for all the new subscribers. Um, and thanking them and then welcoming them to the channel. So they wanted to see Master Duel. As I had already explained several times, I don't do Master Duel. The reasons is because I only do TCG. Because of my real origins is I used to play competitively, but I've always sold cards, so that's what I'm really doing. And the channel, if you saw any of the channel information, the channel was just open to help out the community, um, to give single free cards and then also some of the decks. So besides that, um, I just showcase duels here and there, but only to prove what I'm saying because I know nobody else has similar content out of the millions of YouTubers, even the subscribers or not subscribers, it doesn't matter. They don't have any content like this. Uh, and people, wonder like, why aren't you popular? Why this? Why that? I had already gone over this so many times. What works is not popular. What doesn't work is popular. So yeah, I always explained it like gold. Um, if if gold was coming, everyone would have gold. Um, but even the Federal Reserve stopped handing out the gold, trading it for money after like 1933 or something like that. So you should you should know a little bit about how the system works, everything. And the thing is, um, when I upload, I don't upload videos like everybody else that they only upload like one video every week or every 2 weeks. The reason why is because they only upload that one time that they won and they won't upload all the other times they got their butts kicked. So um, I win about 80% of my duels. So I can win like 7 or 8 in a row and then I'll lose once, and then I'll go and duel like 3 times, and I'll lose again. So like roughly out of every 10 duels, I lose twice. Or if you count the six, like a full match, I probably lose one out of the six. And sometimes I'll go undefeated. I think I have a win streak on here, which I'm gonna show it later. But the win streak is, I think it was like 13, 14 wins in a row, and all of those were from gold all the way to platinum. So I don't really play it. I haven't been playing it for a full month, and then I played 2 games, and then I just stopped playing. The reason why is because I don't do Master Duel. I'm just here to help out the community. But some of the disciples that I train to duel, they specialize in Master Duel, like Z Holy, and I have 2, 3 other people, and those are the guys that specialize in Master Duel. So you wanna go and check them out. There's a reason why I taught them everything. The reason why I trained them. Z Holy, is a very special duelist. When he had 1 or 2 subscribers, I told him, "You're a special duelist. You're not like everybody else. You're gonna be somebody great one day." And he thought it was playing, but I was being serious. And I think within the first 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks, I didn't need to teach him anything anymore because he had already picked everything up. He's a really, really good duelist. I would say in Master Duel, obviously he's better even than I am because his formats they go into different varieties. And me personally, I don't play specific cards because I don't believe it's a YCS format. But Master Duel is not even YCS, so that's why I said I don't play Master Duel. I only play TCG. So here's an example of a duel. Um, and I want to debunk the liars, like all the Dark Magician players. I usually say like 95%, which is almost all of them. And like I had said before, out of 1,000, maybe 50 are good. The rest, they don't know what they're doing. Um, they tell you can't summon Dragoon first turn. You can't summon Dragonite. You can't summon them both. They're lying. They don't know how to play Dark Magician. They never will. They never did. And then with all these bans, they're just gonna end up leaving Dark Magician. And people take me like I'm a monster. I'm mean. Blah blah blah. No, no, no. Everything I'm saying is just the truth. It's your fault that your feelings hurt. It's your fault that if you fall under that category. If you fall under that category, you should just change. Like, if you're not good in Dark Magician, well, then just ask me questions. I'll teach you and then get better. See, that's why all the students I've had, they go to the next level and they're even better than me in Master Duel. So that is the correct way to do it. A wise person hears and he grows in understanding, and the fool doesn't want to take any advice. Um, he just wants to talk about his own opinion, and he never is successful. So when you look at these people, they've never had any students. They never given anything away. They don't have any experience. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't have any content showing anything that they're saying. And like me, it's like for years and years, I've been dueling, showing everything, even 1 to 2 years before anybody even caught up. You can, like I said, I proudly say, you guys go check my formats. They're already from way, way old. Um, and yeah, so then the thing about that is, can you summon a Dragoon or a Dragonite in the first turn? And then if the answer is yes, what happens when your Dark Mission that you were going to utilize for it gets banished? How do you do it? Um, and then if you look at the hand, you don't even have anything to summon a Dragoon or Dragonite. The game doesn't even let you. But let's say if it was TCG, can I do it? If I get negated, can I still do it? And that's the thing about people. They think like their mentality is very limited. They think like a negative person, like the homeless. They basically, there's no hope, there's no goals, there's nothing to look for. And in my mentality, every time I duel, I'm really wishing with all my heart and all my mind that I get negated 2 to 3 times every single time I duel. There is no time where I duel and I'm not wishing that happens. It's all I want. I just want to get negated 2 to 3 times every turn. So when it happens, I'm already prepared. So here we go. He sets a card face down and a card in the back. Activate Magician Soul, first circle. And the rule of thumb is no card should be dead. Everything should be live. That's one of the first things that I teach in the class and the Team DMA Akatsuki. And believe me, the students that learn, they're fire. They're really excellent players. Like they're all diamond. They're all in the diamond level. Now, when you play circle, it should always search something. Like you can't use circle and it doesn't get anything. That's a sign that you don't know how to play Dark Magician. the circle has to close to 100%. I wouldn't say 100% because it would be a lie, but close to it, somewhere around like 98% of the time, the circle has to draw something. Stack Salvation, play it because you want to thin the deck. Activate it, Eternal, set it, forget it. And then you want to do rod to bait to see what's going to happen. Nothing happened, you get it. Activate Magician Souls, dump Dark Magician to the graveyard. Then they banish it. So at this point, you got an interruption, and then the main boss monster is gone. So what do you do now? Can you still summon a Dragonite? Can you still summon a Dragoon? I mean, they just banished him, right? They just banished him. And then what's that card face down? You never know if you set it face down. It could be a search card or too much of a monster effect. So you gotta banish it. So how do you do it? And if you go back at the video, I didn't have any cards to play. I'm just working with what I got and going through negations and doing. That's why I always teach. There's no excuses. You don't cry, no complain like women. We just get the job done regardless of whether they negate us or not. None of those things matter. We just get the job done and period. It gets banished, so that doesn't matter. Discard, special, activate effect, get to the hand. So at this point, if I want, I can draw more cards with the spellbook engine, right? I'm the original teacher of it from back 3-4 was it like 3-4 years ago in the Dark Magician with Crawley, and people can say like, oh, other people did it. Well, show me, because I'll show you some 3 years old videos where I've been playing it. And I have videos 3 years ago where I drew 20 cards in my first turn. People can't even do that today. For me, this is all old news. So yeah, for some people, this is the first time they've seen it, and for me, I'm already tired of doing it. So activate, get a Dark Machine to our hand, link, whelp, and there you go. Now we can either enter Dragoon if it was the TCG, or Dragonite in Master Duel. So they interrupted our Dark Magician. You didn't have anything in your hand. You had to build up to it. And then on top of that, it's our first turn. And this is why I've told people for years, you don't need Red Eyes Fusion. You don't need Red Eyes Black Dragon. You never needed Anaconda. And people think like, oh, you did this video like a day ago or something. No, I don't know if I've uploaded this, but to be honest with you, I played this duel like three weeks ago. Even before anything was banned. And to be honest with you, on Master Duel, nobody even has Dragoon. So I've never used Anaconda. And I can still bring Dragonite first turn or Dragoon. So it goes to show you, people don't know how to play Dark Magician. They never did, they still don't, and they never will. So the answer is like, what if I'm wrong? What if they learn? Okay, but how are they going to learn if no one teaches them? So that's why they have to come to me so I can teach them. And once they understand this, then they cut the refs, then they cut Anaconda, then they can cut the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Then the deck is back to being powerful, versatile, and no matter what your opponent negates you or banishes your Dark Mission like you saw, you still do what you want. This isn't a new theme. This is something I've been doing for years. This is old news to me. Banish. Banish which? Direct attack 3000. So if you pay attention, we have the board how you want it. You have the circle, the eternal, and Dragon Knight. Nothing's gonna happen. You already got his card in the back. He burned it himself by using it against Dark Mission. It didn't really do anything. I just bought another one. He's in the graveyard, isn't he? Did you check? There he is. He's in the graveyard. He banished one, look. But it doesn't matter because I just put another one in there. See what I'm telling you? Like, no matter what your opponent does, it shouldn't affect you. And I don't just talk, like, I show you. And then when we go to people's channels, they don't got nothing. They talk too much and they don't got nothing to prove it. So he didn't really do anything. He just wasted. The Called by the Grave was just burned. It was just wasted. And then the card that I removed right now with Witch, I just burned it. So technically, two cards were burned. One of them didn't do anything, and neither did the other one. And now he hits you with Lightning Storm. He can either destroy all monsters or spell and trap. He's gonna probably choose a spell and trap, but guess what? We're gonna negate it. There you go. There you go. I negated it. So check this out. He's got a Call by the Grave and a Lightning Storm. The Called by the Grave did nothing. You can say like, oh no, I banished the card. Believe me, I didn't do anything. The Lightning Storm, it didn't do anything. And then the Witch of the Black Forest, it didn't do anything. And then look, he summoned a monster. Guess what's gonna happen? The loop with Rod. So did you catch that? Indimon, he didn't do nothing. I banished it. Or I don't know if you're starting to notice the pattern. Witch of the Black Forest didn't do nothing. Indimon didn't do anything. Lightning Storm didn't do anything. Called by the Grave didn't do anything. You see what I mean? To like total dominance. Like your opponent is doing things. He's negating you. He's triggering. Um, he's triggering his effects, interruptions. And what happens to me? What happens to my deck? Nothing. All the cards he plays are the same. Like he didn't do anything. So my field is full. I have Rod. What do you think is gonna happen next? Draw second Rod. Dark Magic attack to my hand. Thinning out the deck. Attack. Attack. Activate Eternal. Dark Magician, and attack for the win. Now, the thing is, a lot of people, when they duel, they struggle. Like, they struggle with Drytron, they struggle with everything. As long as the deck exists, they struggle with it. And they'll lie to you. They'll lie to you. You've seen in my channel, I don't remember exactly when I downloaded this game, but I downloaded it 1 month later after everyone because I didn't want to play it, but I ended up playing it anyways. And I think it's been like 2 months and a half since I downloaded something like that. And um, I reached, I think, it was platinum tier 3, I think, something like that. And I was dueling Drytron decks and all sorts of decks over there. And guess what? I uploaded the videos. I clowned on them. They didn't do anything. They were just surrendering. And then you turn around to like the regular Dark Mission duelists. Oh, they'll lie to you. They'll tell, oh, Drytron's powerful. Oh, this deck is powerful. Oh, your mirror match is strong. Ah, blah, 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 blah. They're lying. They don't know how to play Dark Magician. They can summon Dragon Knight or Dragoon the first turn on Master Duel. Have you seen anyone? The people who can do it because I taught them. But other than that, who could do it? Doesn't everybody cry and complain about it? You know, I like Loza a lot, but he always says you can't summon Dragoon and Dragon Knight on the first turn. Um, that it's so they're so difficult to summon without um, yeah, without the ref. He says it. He says that's why they played at Turbo at 3. They're lying. They're all lying. They don't know how to play Dark Magician. And it's not that I'm mean against him or anyone. I'm telling you the truth. Like, they're telling you it can't be done. And I'm over here summoning them like nothing. So who's telling the truth? The person that says it's impossible and crying about it? Or me that I do it like it's just boring to me? Who are you gonna believe? The one who does it or the one that tells you it's impossible? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, people don't know what they're doing, and then they have like too many followers, too many this, too many that. And like I said, to be very, very honest, I've always supported Loza. I still support him. I will always support him. I'm a man of my word. I'm not saying he's bad. He's a good guy. He helps out the community. I'm just talking about what they say regarding cards. Like, they teach that it's impossible. All those things are lies. Actually, when they tell you it's impossible, those are the easiest things to do. Can I back it up? Yes. How? More than 100 videos of doing the same thing. How long have I been doing this for? Like I said, I have videos that date back 2, 3 years. People think that, oh, he started doing it a month ago. Nope. Go back. I've been doing this forever without anacondas. I have a lot of those without any rods, and I still draw everything I want. People don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to play Dark Magician. So the video's gone long enough, but I mean, check this duel yourself. Like, what would you have done? Could you bring Dragon Knight? You don't have any of the cards that I set up on the field because I drew them. And even if he would have get it, it doesn't matter. I'll go another route. I'll go into Crawley and draw more cards, and I'll set up from there. It's like, it doesn't matter what my opponent does. It doesn't matter if he negates me or if he doesn't. The outcome's the same. His card face down, banish it. He's gonna normal special, banish it. He activates called by the grave, who cares? Lightning storm, who cares? My board is full, their board got nothing. And you know how people tell you, like, and there was a commercial, and a lot of people used to say, that's impossible, that guy's an idiot, because the commercial says, and with the open field or empty field, I summon Dark Magician and attack for game, and people were laughing. I've been doing that for years. It can be done. People tell us impossible. You can't do that. You can't do that nowadays. You better come check out my channel, my videos, because I do it all the time. I do it against YSCS champion decks. I do it against all the decks that everyone's scared of. With no monsters on the field, I summon special summon Dark Mission attack for a game. It's so easy to do against all the decks. As long as the deck exists, it's easy to do it. Do I win all my duels? No. I win 80% of my duels. Why don't I win more? Well, because it's a Dark Magician deck. You work with what you got. The deck's not perfect, but you don't hear me cry and complain. Instead, I tell you everything's piece of cake. I get the job done. So with that being said, Dark Magic Attack.